Hey everyone, thanks for joining us. It's a summer day here in Maryland. It's hot and humid, but the garden is flourishing, and I wanted to show you how we're doing with all of our plants. Let's get started. Okay, let's get started. Now, I want to take you back 4 weeks ago, before today, to show you how we started fertilizing our pepper grove and what we did to it and what it looks like today. So let's go back and look at what I did to fertilize our pepper grove, and then I'll show you. We're going to use a little bit of the 511 fish emulsion for an overall booster of the health of the plant, but this one, the 10-30-20 water-soluble blossom booster, we're going to use that to try to bring out some more buds and fruits and less leafiness. So we're going to mix it up. The first thing we're going to do.
Blue?
Yeah, it's blue. Okay, it's one.
Can I scoop it up?
Yeah, you could scoop it. We're going to take 1 tablespoon per gallon. So this is really a 2-gallon jug. So we're going to take 2 scoops. Okay, that's it. Leave it. Now we'll cover it. Put this away. Now for this fish emulsion, it's a little bit less exact. We're just going to give a little bit of a pour. That's it. Good. Just a little bit. Now, Benjamin, you're going to put the water in, okay, sweets? So we have a number of jalapeno plants and also a cayenne pepper plant that we put in. And they're pretty well growing, and I see they're starting to bud and a little bit of fruiting. And so I want to give it some food now, and I'll do this, and then in a week I'll check back, probably feed it one more time, and we'll see how that does. Okay, Benjamin, you want to help me feed it? You want to help me water it? You don't need the glove, cutes. Just come over here. Okay. Right around, right between them. Good. Okay, try not to hit the leaves when I get these, please. Good. Nice. Do some over. Okay, good. So we'll check back next week and we'll give it one more feeding and we'll see what kind of buds and flowers there are. These are the buds that are forming. I think that's exactly what we want to see. There are flowers and little buds. So the more we give it the right amount of food, these buds should hopefully start creating little peppers. And here's actually a pepper right here. Right here is already growing. Okay, so our process is working. There's actually 2 peppers. Surprise. We're going to put 2 tablespoons, again, just like we did last week. Not so precise amount, but a little glug glug. A bit more. Keep going. There we go. Turn it off for a second. Turn it off. Okay. Then we're going to just shake it around. Kind of make sure it dissolves before we add the rest of the water in. Put this aside. Okay, I don't know if you're able to see what it looks like in there. It's like a little green, a little blue. I wanted to check on our pepper grove over here. It's been a few weeks since we used the blossom booster fertilizer and with the fish emulsion. We did it for a few weeks in a row, and then we just let nature take its course. This morning we saw bumblebees here, lots of flowers and buds. Bumblebees going from flower to flower. There's one still over here. So you can see underneath, lots of blossoms. And some fruit growing. Here's jalapeno here coming out. There's a lot of little ones down here. There's our friend the bee doing his job. Lots of flowers. A few peppers here down at the bottom. Some small ones here. One nice little growing here. So the bees are out pollinating, our peppers are looking great, and now I want to show you the rest of the garden. We'll look at our zucchinis, we'll look at the tomatoes, we'll look at our cucumbers, and there's even a few early harvests. And don't forget, let's take a look at how our squash and zucchini area is doing. They're definitely leafing out very well. They're kind of a little bit interspersed. But let's get down close and see what we see down here. So we can see some little squash starting to form. A lot of flowers. And our zucchini here There's a big one back there. I'm going to have to get him off. We can't let the zucchinis get too big because then the plant stops producing new fruit. So we keep picking them and hopefully they'll continue to produce. So let's take this big fella off, and that should be able to leave some. That looks pretty good. Our first harvest of the season. And by taking him off, that should allow the plant to have enough strength to let these other fruits continue to develop and grow. Our super sweet 100 tomatoes are starting to set fruit. Got a lot of rain this weekend, and they're all starting to perk up, either flower or fruit, so that's all a good sign. Our cucumber trellis is looking good. Our cucumbers are growing up. Now you got to be able to look behind to see what's growing there. And there's our first cucumber. I think we'll take him now. I don't want to let him get too big and let all the rest of these continue to flower and grow. So now let's take our first cucumber of the season. A little bit little, but we want the plant to continue to produce fruit. So we'll take them like this. So here's our super early summer harvest. We got one little cucumber and one quite big zucchini, and we'll continue to monitor this, and we'll hopefully get some more as the weeks go by. Thanks for joining us. We'll see you next time.